Hey, Heather from Hooked on Pickin here. Well, we finally made it to the Dallas Road Show compilation. We were on our way to Dallas. We got there about sunset, driving into Dallas, Texas, but we're really excited to be able to find some really fun things as we go to Dallas. So we were right in downtown Dallas, gorgeous city, and we got to do some sightseeing while we were there. You guys are a true blessing in my life. Thank you so much for helping me put this content out there to everyone. If you'd like to join these great people, please consider supporting me through my Patreon page. Check the link below. So we stayed at the Hilton Anatole in downtown Dallas. It was awesome. It was a very beautiful place, and we're going to show you even more, but something funny really happened. All right, we've been in Dallas for about 35 minutes, checked into our hotel, and someone gave us drugs already. No, it's not drugs. I think it's actually like for vapes or something, but we ran into a wholesaler, and he's like, here, take a sample. First he asked if we smoked, and I was like, well, not personally. So they gave us a sample, and I wasn't quite sure what we were getting, but I think it's for vaping.
Yep, he was a wholesaler, just probably not the wholesaler we're gonna go with.
Yeah, he was a wholesaler. So, well, at least we know the wholesalers are here. So hopefully we find some good stuff. So we had a gorgeous room. We got to stay in a king bed suite on the 8th floor. So here are just some pictures of what our particular room looked like. We had a desk and stuff so we could do our research and such after we got done with all of the walking around at ASD. So it was really a beautiful place. Nice big bathroom, hang up so you could get your laundry done. Anything that all the amenities have at a normal hotel. The cool thing was, though, this was the lobby, so there were tons of places that you could sit and enjoy and just talk about the day, and so you didn't have to stay cooped up inside of your hotel room. So when we arrived, we actually found out we're on the 8th floor, and this was a beautiful sculpture that we got to see from our floor level and above the nice pools that you had there. So this was a beautiful view that we had every time we stepped out of our doorway, and all of those lights you see around the edge are other rooms and hallways, and so it was just a really neat laid out place. So this nice reflective pool in the main entrance, and then they had restaurants around the side, so we did end up eating in one of the restaurants the very first night that we got there, because we got there so late we didn't eat until about 9 p.m., but just a really gorgeous place to be staying in downtown Dallas. So it was really fun. Here is a photo of the same courtyard in the daylight, just to give you an idea, and just fun places to eat. And we had a beautiful view from our hotel room window. So you can see Paul standing there kind of looking out and gazing at the scenery that we got to see. It was a little bit cloudy that day when I took the photos, but it was really a beautiful thing. Then inside the hotel, there was tons of neat kind of oriental sculptures everywhere. You see Paul standing here next to this really cool elephant. Then I got to see this really cool, very intricately designed Chinese boat there, and there are even tiny little tables inside. It was really neat. Then some other cool sculptures that we decided to take a picture next to. Just a really neat decor inside of this hotel. And then, of course, we were hungry, so we got to eat. And here's us at the restaurant inside the hotel. This is the only main restaurant that was open. They had some other snack bars and things like that, but this was the only main restaurant. Well, enough of the hotel. Let's get right to what we actually want to find out, and that's the road show. Here is some footage of just walking through the road show. I will show you some more in-depth pictures of some of the things that we saw, but there were just people everywhere, and as you notice, everybody's got a tag on their shirt, basically signifying whether they were e-commerce, retail, whether they were a buyer or a seller or an exhibitor, and so that gave the person immediate information. It had your name on it, so they know what your name was. It even had a barcode scanner so that they could scan and tell all of your info right off the bat. So we had clothing, we had some CBD, there were some toys, there were just gadgets everywhere. And every person that you see here is a wholesaler, and so their prices were basically below market value. Here's the jeweler that we actually purchased from, off to that one side there. And then we bought from this guy here that had tech. No, that's a CBD place. But up ahead here, there was a guy that had tech and pet stuff that we actually bought from as well. So they had just about everything that you could imagine. Much smaller venue than in previous years, but we definitely still found some cool things. And this is just a small glimpse. Sorry about the shakiness of the video. I was trying to take this video quickly so as not to distract from our real job there, which was to actually find the wholesalers and get the good deals to pass along to you guys. So this is just a small glimpse of what it was like walking through there. As you can see, even though it was a smaller venue, there were just people everywhere. Here's the tape guy. And there's lots and lots of stuff for us to see. So sunglasses, toys, pet supplies, CBD, jewelry. We saw all sorts of things, and I kind of just pan over and show you a little bit more here. And so here were some of the photos I took, which are a little bit easier to see. So you could see they had food products and technology. And then this was the funnest thing ever. Do you guys remember the movie Big? Do you remember Zoltar? How he changed Tom Hanks's life? It was the best thing ever. And so we actually found the company that produces Zoltar. Don't you want me to just put money in and see if I can get a wish like that? No, I was too terrified. Therefore, all I did was take a picture next to it. We saw so many different things. This is a bear made out of roses. We saw just about everything you can think of. We also saw lots of electronics and toys. These were like dinosaurs that make noise and headphones that look like cats. And then we saw some fun toys. This was a toy you could ride on, just a cute little donkey. And so we found anything, any shape or size you can imagine. There were these other cool toys there sitting up on the shelf, a little bit of a closer view of the little speaker and the dinosaur. Then they had these awesome luggage kits. It was like a whole kitchen inside this rolling suitcase, and they had various different varieties. So we did get the information from this lady. Not sure if we will buy her yet based on the price point, but they even had, this one was a dinosaur kind of carry suitcase instead of a rolling suitcase. But anything you can imagine was available at the ASD Road Show. And so just aisles and aisles of different kinds of products, wholesalers, people wanting to get their new stuff out into the market. And so we just basically stopped at every single booth to see, was it within our price range? Did we want to carry it in the store? And what kind of stuff do we like? So this was some of the travel stuff, military compass, safety light stick, different things like that. They also had pepper spray, tactical lights, flashlights, and some tasers there, which we didn't get. Then we went out to eat. We went to a place called Boomer Jack's. Oh my goodness, the food was phenomenal, and of course the company was great. You may recognize these folks. This is Jerry and Robin from Cars Recycling. You've seen me open their pallets. They happened to be there the same exact week. We didn't know they were going to be there, and so we got to meet up and have an enjoyable time. And this is kind of what the inside of the restaurant looked like. It was really fantastic food, and we definitely enjoyed our company with Robin and Jerry. The cool blessing about being able to go to Dallas instead of Orlando, because our plans had changed, is that they actually had another show going on called Dallas Market Center. It was just a short walk from our hotel to the Dallas Trade Center, and we found so many different contacts there. Here we are at the Dallas Market. So we went to the ASD Road Show first, and then we decided to go on over to the Dallas Market. Here's the difference. It was like a massive mall. And at first we thought it was a mall. We were a little bit confused, but no. Every single store in this 15-story building was a wholesaler. Now, some of them were pretty high-end, but we found a few that are going to work perfectly for Hooked on Pickin. And we met actual designers, actual makers of the toys. And the cool thing was, our ticket to ASD Market Week also got us into the Dallas Market Center. They just stuck a star and a dot on it, and you were able to get in. This was the kind of lobby in the Dallas Market Center. This is a pond, an actual koi pond, but every floor was themed differently. So they had a children's floor, they had a clothing floor, they had furniture floor, they had home decor floor, they had a Christmas floor. We're going to show you some Christmas stuff in a little bit, but this was just a glimpse into the Dallas Market Center. It was massive. So anytime you get a chance to go to the Dallas Market Center, go to the World Trade Center. They actually have stores that are there all year round, and then they do special events like this one where it was over the course of 3 days. They run specials, and they have a bunch of temporary showrooms come in and set up as well. So this was one of the showrooms that we went to that had some of the home decor. You can see the lanterns there, and some of the plates. This was some of the scarves that you could buy, some from some of the fashion designers, and they also had like beautiful light up trees. This was my favorite store to walk through, and I actually have some video coming up where we walk through the whole thing. Just beautiful decor. Here is the light up store. So they have lit trees and lanterns and LED candles and just kind of shabby chic vintagey beautiful things. Sorry about the camera work. I was running the camera at this moment in time, not Paul, so it is a little bit more shaky than normal, but we took a flyer from them. We definitely want to see if we can buy some fun things from the lighting store. But look at that huge tree. Isn't that gorgeous? I just love it. I want to put it in my backyard right now. But, you know, this is probably where a lot of those hotels that do courtyards like this get their indoor lighted trees. I saw one that was about $1,500, one that was $2,000, but then some of these smaller lanterns and stuff were around the $20 to $30 range, which is normally what I would charge for those items, but actually we were just kind of on the hunt, and we may go ahead and try to purchase from this particular store. This is how much coffee I had to drink in a day to make sure that I would function. I just found this amazing. This was in the food section. And then here was a home decor store. Look at this table. I think at Thanksgiving, this is what my table needs to look like. Just all decked out in any kind of decor. Look at the bows on the back of the chairs. Fantastic. Then here is Christmas. It's amazing. Look, there's a huge Christmas locomotive, nutcrackers, and just anything you can imagine Christmas. Look, the little leaf guy for fall. They had all the seasons available. So much Christmas. I just love it. And so I actually take you inside the store in a little bit, but it was just the funnest thing to walk through. This was on an entire floor. There were probably about 30 to 50 stores of Christmas stuff.
I need these trees in my house.
It was so much fun, and I found so many fantastic things here. And so when we get to do holiday stuff,
it's like Christmas everywhere.
I definitely know where I'm going to be getting all of my holiday decor from here on out. So the Dallas Market Week was a huge bonus. Look at that lady made out of ornaments. It was a huge bonus. Oh, hey, look, there we are in the mirror, waving in the mirror. So they had even regular greenery down this way. So I'll show you a little bit of a glimpse of the regular greenery that you can get. And so if you have a retail space, this would be perfect for you guys. I mean, obviously it doesn't work for me for shipping. Say hello to Paul. And then we're going to go back and check out some more of the Christmas. So I feel like this is where a lot of the stores get their decor. Hobby Lobby, this feels like a Hobby Lobby Christmas section, does it not? And so they even have catalogs where, see how those Christmas trees are decorated? They'll show you the picture of the decorated Christmas tree and then give you an itemized list of each and every item that actually is on that tree so that you can make that tree specifically yourself. And so I definitely think I'm going to have a much better Christmas tree this year, just having been walking through these stores and seeing what all they have. They've got garland galore, wreaths galore, light up trees, Christmas trees, berries, ornaments, Just so much Christmas everywhere. And like I said, there were about 30 to 50 stores full of seasonal holiday items. We did find out most stores buy their Christmas in January for the following Christmas, because by June they're usually sold out of what they have. And so that's a very, very interesting thought, but just so much Christmas, and I thought it would be fun. Christmas just makes me happy, and so I felt like you guys needed to be happy too, touring all of the bright lights through the Christmas store. So this was really neat. We found a whole store of metal sculptures, and this was a huge dragon that someone had made. So if you were looking for unique, we found it. So here's some of the home decor that we saw. Plates and bowls and display pieces and little kind of home interior type of things. Really, really neat stuff. This was cool. It looked like ceramic, but was actually very heavy duty plastic. Here's some of the other home decor. This happened to be a nativity set that we saw, all carved out of wood. Beautiful, beautiful piece. And then, of course, we didn't forget, Paul found his goat cloak. Although we didn't buy it, he needed to find it and at least display it for you guys. Well, hopefully you guys had fun. We had to leave Dallas and go back home, but we found lots of contacts. Dallas, Texas is a beautiful city. And unfortunately, we did have to go and head back home so that we could bring all of the awesome products to you. Here are some more pictures of downtown Dallas, just so you can have a glimpse of what we got to see while we were there. Look at this awesome building. This place was massive. We happened to drive by it. Not sure what building it is. Leave in the comment section below. But on our way home, we were recommended to stop at a gas station called Buc-ee's. We had never heard of it before, and so we happened to find one on our way home in Rose City, and this place absolutely blew my mind. Okay, this was like a Walmart meets a gas station and had a baby. When I saw shopping carts for a gas station, it surprised me so much. We actually ordered fresh brisket sandwiches. They had a huge deli. They were making fudge, all sorts of stuff. And then, of course, we souvenir shop for the Texas items we wanted for our kiddos in this huge, massive store. And then, recommended by our friend Bethany, we had to make sure that we did not walk away without getting Buc-ee nuggets. Not sure what they are, haven't tasted them yet, but we bought us some Buc-ee nuggets. And of course, you can't leave the store without getting a picture next to Buc-ee himself. And so there's me standing next to the Buc-ee truck and Buc-ee the beaver. So hopefully you had fun watching us go to the ASD Dallas Market Week. And of course, remember, in the end, Jesus wins. Hey, thanks for watching. Hopefully you saw some really fun things that you hope that we soon have in the Hooked on Pickin store. We took all of your comments that you left in the previous videos and looked for those exact items. Make sure you watch more of my videos. If you're not a subscriber, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And of course, hopefully one day we'll be able to go back to Las Vegas to be able to see the Las Vegas ASD Market Week and buy more fun things and get more fun contacts. Thanks a bunch.